Steeler Nation, for better or worse, Mike Tomlin and Matt Canada are here to stay for at least this season. Let's talk about it. G'day guys, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. Don't be surprised. I did say yesterday or the day before that there could be a chance that Matt Canada could be gone, right? I don't care overall. I just want the offense to get better, right? 30-second run game, pass game, anything. Yards, first downs, touchdowns, red zone touchdowns, anything. But I thought around this time there could have been an opportunity that the Steelers might move on from him. They probably still can, but the longer the days go on, the less likely it's going to happen. And for better or for worse, Matt Canada is going to be our offensive coordinator for this year. And as the days go on as well, we go into the bye. We should be happy about the Steelers being 3-2. Maybe not happy about Matt Canada, but we should be very happy about Steelers being 3-2. I listened to DK Sports yesterday, and he did a really good video talking about that. He said, just smile, right? After a good win over the Ravens, here we are talking about fire Gunner, fire Canada, fire Tomlin, when in reality, we just beat the Ravens. We beat this guy that was John Harbaugh. Right? Shocked. That guy is going to be a meme for ages, right? He's going to be a meme for ages. We should feel good about this going to the bye 3-2 and knowing the fact that I think even the Cleveland Browns now have a bit of problems with Watson. I've heard some rumor talks about him being traded. I don't know. He's not working out. He's not even, playing with a team at the moment. They're holding him back. I think he wasn't around the team with a non-disclosed injury or something was, dustering up there. That's not even a word. Something was moving around the Watson situation. So I don't know. So we should be very happy about this. The Steelers beat the Ravens, right? John Harbaugh, that was him on the 4th-and-1 call where they absolutely stuffed up. They dropped the ball 8 times. We should feel good about this win. Okay? Feel good about this win. Now, also in this episode, we're going to talk about the Matt Canada, the Mike Tomlin. He's here. They're here to stay for at least this season. Right? I'm kind of sick of seeing fire Tomlin, fire Canada. I'm kind of done with it. I'm always getting to the point that in the comment section, I might even remove the words fire, Tomlin, and Canada. So no one can write it. I'm this close to doing it. Anyways, it's a good win. Canada looks like he's staying. Let's hope that the team can get better. And overall, the offense can get better. Kenny Pickett looked much better near the end of the game through the massive touchdown to Pickins. Pickens win for 150 was awesome to see. Right? But there's some other news. So let's move on from that. Canada's here to stay. Tomlin's here to stay. For better or for worse, we just want to see this team do much better each and every week. And hopefully they come out versus the Rams and they can get the offensive moving, the run game moving, and also the guys up front, that is not Dan Moore, because Dan Moore still kind of injured, but Broderick Jones and Alex Ciamalo, those guys working together along with Washington, it looked much better with those guys in the lineup. But some more news too. We have Steelers wide receiver Deontay Johnson came out today in an interview, said, hell yeah, he's going to play against the LA Rams in week 7 after the team returns from a bye. So that's good to see. So he got an injury in week 1. We all saw that happen against the 49ers. He's had a hamstring injury. So when this guy comes back, I know a lot of a lot of fans from the Steelers don't really like DJ because he has a drop balls and stuff like that. I still like DJ. I think he gives the Steelers a big chance to open the game up. He's one of the best route running guys in the league, and also he allows Pickens and Austin to get open too. So he'll take up some spots and some room where he's demanding maybe one-on-one coverage or safety help over the top on DJ. Next minute you'll see George Pickens run down the field again for a 50-yard pass. Right, DJ coming back in this offense, while we still got to wait for Freiermuth to come back to the offense too, is a big win for the Steelers. So this is a huge win that Deontay's coming back, and he's excited. He's ready to go. He's keen to play some Steelers football. Still trying to get that TD, but it was a really bad injury in week 1 that he sustained. Right, that's not good to see. So it's also cool now. He's coming back after week 7, and we got a long time. We got this week like off and we have the bye, and then we have next week waiting for football. About 2 weeks to go before actual football, so all the players can rest, get healthy, and get ready for the Rams game. Now, lastly, I want to bring in a new segment. I don't know how this is going to work every week, but after each game, and I probably should have started this before, But you know how they give out like 3 stars in NHL, because NHL just started today, and that kind of reminded me, right? 3 stars for player performance. And me and Maddie, I think we even did on TDU the other day, 3 stars or 3 footballs, right? I'm going to give out 3 sherbets. So 3 sherbets, and you're probably saying, what is a sherbet? A sherbet in Australian language, as you guys know, I'm from Australia, Steelers Nation Australia. If you like the stuff, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, right? A sherbet is a drink. It's a beer, it can be a wine, it can be it's an alcohol beverage, basically. Jack Daniels, whatever it may be. But in terms of, I learned this from my mate when I was on Kentucky over in America. He said, we're having a few sherbets tonight. And I was like, what's a sherbet? And he said, it's just a beer. So I'm going to give out 3 stars or 3 sherbets and go 3, 2, 1 for the best players from this game or from the Ravens game. Because I'm still on a pretty big high. I'm still on a very big high, right? And we'll just give them out just for a bit of fun. If you guys want to play along, you can also play along too. You can put the emoji there if you want to, if you guys are members. Also, if you guys aren't members and you do wish to be a member, I do need one more member so I can create an emoji, right? If you guys want to be a member of the channel, it's like $2 or $3 a month. It's called Mates Rates. We have a members Discord. We also have a members podcast that I'm trying to do once a month. I've been very busy, but that's coming in. You get all the fun emojis, and also it just helps me out on my YouTube career. That I'm building this big community in this little part of the internet, as Pepper says, but I'm very keen to keep growing this thing. So if you do want to support my work, it is members. I think where the join button is, you'll see it. The lowest one is Mates Rates, and you get all those little perks too, right? But the reason why I bring that up is because I'm one member away, and I know a lot of you guys out there in Steeler Nation, Toddy, Jer, and Gene, you guys like the old Wu-Tang, right? So I created this. Shout out to Wu-Tang. Right? The Pittsburgh Steelers ain't nothing to, you know what I'm saying? I created this, so my next emoji is going to be the Wu-Tang emoji there, which looks pretty cool. If you do want to be a member, if you don't want to be a member, that's fine. Everyone on the internet, we're going through tough times. Money's very hard to come by and all that kind of stuff, so I appreciate all of that. But the reason why I bring that up is if you do want to do that, you can use those emoji in the chat, and also we have one called a few sherbets. Now, getting into a few sherbets, I'm going to do 3 players. Let's start out with, I think number 3, to be very honest, I think, and you guys can rate them however you want to rate them, right? I have to go TJ Watt. I think TJ Watt was unbelievable because I learned more news. So he gets 3 sherbets from me. He's the number 3 stars, 3 sherbets, right? I'd buy him 3 beers. Me and TJ Watt having a few sherbets. I found out from a Twitter post, and it's all around the internet now, that TJ Watt actually broke his thumb or dislocated his finger, and he put it back in place. That just shows you how keen he is to play football, how much of a man he is to go out there and smash someone in the face. You know what? And he tried to do that to Zay Flowers. Not that people are saying that Zay Flowers hit was like he's a dirty player. No, TJ is a football player. He's one of the best. TJ Watt is one of the best players to ever play the game, and he will be going to the Hall of Fame. We need to get this guy a Super Bowl. We need to get Cameron Hayward a Super Bowl. But TJ Watt in this game, he had 2 sacks. He had fumble recovery, pass deflection, three tackles for a loss. He gets my 3 stars, right? The next bloke I want to bring up is George Pickens. George Pickens. George Pickens went off in this game. Over 140 yards, the TD to seal the game. By the way, it was a O-line call. Randy was his meaning going to the right. Kenny Pickett, it was a Matt Canada play. So, as much as we don't like MC, he drew it up. And also him not being so emotional, he was getting ready for the 2-point conversion. Right. But my 2 sherbets goes to George Pickens. Having 2 beers with George Pickens, because that was fantastic. The way he played this game, come back to the ball, he's Tony toe taps. He's the number 1 receiver in this league. He's playing really good football. Now, let's go to my last sherbet. Number 1, and you guys can do a list too if you want to, the 3 stars or whatever it may be. This one was tough, but I'm going to give a mention to the next player who I don't mention. Jaylen Warren, man, I think he was fantastic. Jaylen Warren played unbelievable football. The way he hurdled the guy, the way he did the spin moves, the way he was wrecking ball Warren, like, someone called him Pinball Wizard on the BTSC show, Steelers Curtain Network. I like calling him Wrecking Ball Warren. He's fantastic. He's unbelievable. When the guy runs the ball, he gives everything. Undrafted guy. I've always liked him from the start. Undrafted guy, runs really hard, head down. He's the right size for a running back, and he just doesn't give up. Even in a play that he was getting tackled, he was still going backwards. He was pushing his legs backwards to get more yards. So my one sherbet goes to Warren, Wrecking Ball Warren. Now, I do want to give, they're my three guys, TJ Watt, Pickins, and Warren. Now, I do want to give one, I guess, I don't know what I'm going to call this part, but maybe just one shout out, right? Not a sherbet, not an official sherbet, but a shout out. Shout out to Alex Highsmith. He had the fumble that kind of like got us back to possession, and put us in, almost like a game-winning fumble with TJ Watt picked it up, right? He could almost run that to the house. Alex Highsmith had 11 pressures, 1 sack, and a few tackles. But he played fantastic in this game, and he also gets overshadowed by TJ Watt sometimes, right? But I thought Alex Highsmith was unbelievable, and it's so good to see that we have the best duo outside linebacking core with TJ Watt and Highsmith on either side. And even Marcus Golden has had 2 sacks already in this season. So he gets my shout out. Anyways, guys, that's a long episode. Huge episode. I'm still so happy, man. I can't tell you enough how happy I am about what is happening with our Pittsburgh Steelers. I understand that it's not the best thing you've ever seen since the Big Ben days. They're going through like a rebuilding phase, and we're also hyped up for Super Bowl, but maybe it just wasn't it. But maybe this stuff right now is that Canada has to be here for a year, and the Steelers get rid of him at the end of the year. They go and find someone from outside the organization. You let it play how it plays out. Mike Tomlin still has a job. I'm sorry, guys, he does. Mike Tomlin still has a job, and the Steelers are winning. They've beaten the Browns, they've beaten the Raiders, and they've also beaten the Ravens. They're 2-0 in the division, and they're leading the division going into the bye. A lot of problems with the Browns. The Bengals are still trying to figure themselves out, and the Ravens just lost to us, right? We should be happy. We shouldn't be shocked or like, oh my goodness. I love that picture. I really love that picture. It's so fantastic, right? We should be happy about this time now. We're on a bye. We get to get our Steelers fandom in order. The Steelers can rest their players. They can get healthy. DJ's coming back. Gives Frymouth another week to come back, right? We give players like JPJ more time to practice. They're going to feed him in more. I know they won't be starting him just yet, but they're going to feed him into more situations. This team could be a fun team to watch after the bye. We got a 3-2 record before the bye, which is fantastic. Much better than 0-5 or 1-4 or 2-3. It looks pretty good. So we should be happy. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later, and I'll leave you guys with John Harbaugh.